All right, man, welcome back to I Hate the Homies, episode number 43. Rock Teasy is who I beezy. Please don't.
I'm doing it. It's the first homie, and when I think of 43 in basketball, I think of Brad Daugherty, and then in football, I think of Troy Polamalu.
There you
How
go.
about that?
There you go.
And I hate the homies.
We need to hit the facts on that. I don't believe him. What was the first one again?
Brad Daugherty. You know, he played for Cleveland.
Brad Daugherty.
NASCAR. NASCAR dude.
You talking about
He on the team.
Richard Petty?
Yeah. Brad, but he said Brad Daugherty. They used to play
Daugherty.
for
No.
Yeah, Daugherty.
It's Daugherty.
It's Daugherty, yes.
Brad Daugherty.
You put that T in a little bit too soon, dog.
Number 43 is Brad's dog.
Okay, we trust
How
you.
about that?
Let's just go with Palomalo. And we'll leave it at that.
This your boy Super Dave, but guess what?
We don't care.
about those numbers. Man, stop.
I like them numbers. Griff, keep going, dog.
Thank you.
It is what it is, man. So this week we're going to talk a lot. We got a little NFL. I know it's in the offseason right now, but quarterback talk.
Ooh, free agency, baby.
Quarterbacks
Oh, yeah.
finding new teams and all that kind of good stuff. Where's Lamar Jackson going to wind up, or is he going to stay a part of the Raven Nation? We're going to get into it, man. Also, we're going to talk about the Oscars, man. Has it been a year since the slap from Will Smith to Chris Rock? It's been about that.
It's been about a year
Yeah.
now, yes.
All right,
It's
so
a whole year.
we're going to get into the Oscars, man. A lot of stuff to talk about there. NBA, JJ Reddick chastises NBA champion for implying MVP voters are racist. Yeah, man, him and Kendrick Perkins got into it, man. And it may be a point, though. There may be a point.
He shut Perkins down.
There may be a valid point there.
You talking to a Duke guy. Didn't he go to Duke?
Yeah, man.
Don't mess
So-
with that
Very
guy.
much.
It is what it
Oh,
is.
you know, he is Duke behind Christian Laettner.
So we're gonna play that audio and talk about it. And of course, Tiger Woods is upset about his ex-girlfriend who trying to sue him for $30 million for kicking her out the house because they broke
I
up.
know this story, dog. He's livid, too.
Yes, sir. So all that coming up next right here on I Hate the Homies podcast. Ray Duggar, let's go.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Yeah, huh? I've been geeking for this broadcast. Got me in my bag, cause all they do is talk a lot of trash. Wait until I see them face to face off of this podcast. What you gotta say now? Check the facts, don't have the wrong stat. Rock T, he a genius as a sport, make Ricky smile, boy. Super Davey Holly come up short on like it's Cowboys. Always controversial, Griff call out plays, no rehearsal. Got me talking all in circles. I hate the homies. And Griff be laughing like it's funny. But they never bet no money. They my mans, but they throw me. I hate the homies.
Fellas, before we get started, can we please say what's up to our sponsor and supporting partner, McDonald's, and the McDonald's McCrispy sandwich that's like off the chain?
You already know.
on, we gonna-
Once they put that Mac in front of a sandwich, dog, it's a wrap.
It's over, and we're going to tell you guys about that here real soon. But right now, let's get into this NFL quarterback talk. We're going to start off with Lamar Jackson. Do y'all think he's going to remain part of Raven Nation, or is he going to be on somebody else's roster next season?
They
Well,
gave
they gave him the non-exclusive. me and Super Dave was gonna say the same thing. They gave him the franchise tag, but it's an exclusive one and a non-exclusive. The exclusive one would have been probably $10 million more, and the non-exclusive was, I believe, $34 million. Right, Dave?
$34 million, but you can also now go shop yourself to see if you can get a deal with some other team, and if the Ravens can,
But
the
the
Ravens can
Ravens
match
can
it.
match it.
They
Right.
can match it if they
Yes.
want to.
That's the difference between the non-exclusive and the exclusive.
But I think the
Right.
problem and a lot of players are coming out right now and saying this is a part of collusion with other teams going against Lamar Jackson. This guy won the MVP at the age of 23.
Doing them dirty, dog.
They're doing him dirty, but I told you guys just 3 months ago, you got
did.
to have some you got to have somebody that can represent you, and he doesn't. He has his mother, and it's him. You got to be able to talk to these guys.
You know what? I don't want to say this out loud, but when you represent yourself, you got to be hella smart, right?
You
Is
really
he being
do.
Exposed?
Well,
is he being exposed?
Because you got
and
to.
not
Because
being
the one thing,
that
Griff,
smart.
you got. Well,
Because it's a different. It's levels of smart. Now I'm smart, But I'm not smart enough to be a NFL quarterback to do all those plays and have to know all that. But I don't like numbers, so I got lawyers and other people and accountants to do stuff like that. But there's a degree of intelligence that you have to have when you sit in front of an owner or general manager and you start telling them about the money they should give you, not just based on I'm awesome. Which is what I would go in. That's what I would lead with. Besides me being awesome and winning the MVP and getting to the playoffs every year since I've been here, what's up with my bread, though? So who knows how he talks? Only way we know or have ever heard him was in sound bites. Randy Moss just learned how to talk in the last 4 years.
But is it collusion? Period. That's what a lot of players and ex-players are saying.
What are you saying?
Collusion.
That's
collusion.
The word of the day. Go ahead and give it a definition of collusion.
I mean, I got to pull it up. And
it's a deceitful agreement or secret
pulling
cooperation between two parties.
So here's what I think Jackson is doing. Here's what I think Lamar is going to do. Is he representing himself? Absolutely. Does he have an agent? No. But does he have some type of legal counsel? Absolutely. I'm sure he's not going to try to be his legal counsel at the same time. He just wants to eliminate having to pay that agency fee that normal agents get when they, and that's a lot of money. When you're doing these $200, $300 million deals, the agent gets a lot of that money, whatever.
25-30%, and that could be a random $60 million.
So I would rather, so he's probably going, I'm going to represent myself, and I'm going to let my legal counsel, my attorney, do the deal once we agree on the number, and then give them their little 10 or 15% or whatever, versus the 20 or 30%, whatever it is. But I'm sure it's going to be a lot cheaper than having an agent. So that's what I think he's going to do. So
but that's the wrong way of doing it, because I know if you want to save money, that's your prerogative. But what happens is when you have an agent, you have a guy he's the middle guy. Because you don't have to hear what the team is saying about you, what you can't do, what they expect from you. Feelings get involved. He's hearing these things between the general manager and the owner and his mother and him. And feelings, and we could talk about guys being football players, but guys, when you hear stuff negative about you and you give it your all throughout each and every season, you become sensitive.
Oh, it hurts.
It hurts. It does hurt. That's it. Anybody.
No.
It's obviously he's always having some trust issues here, man. You hear a lot of horror stories about bad agents, but you hear some great stories about great agents. So he's Lamar Jackson. He can probably have any agent he wants.
But Rock, he wants guaranteed. Let's get right to the point. He wants guaranteed.
He could have got it if Deshaun Watson wasn't a bum, dog. Just think.
No,
if Deshaun.
I'm telling you,
You
Griff.
don't think so?
Owners, and that's the problem. That's what the players are saying. But the problem is NFL do not want to guarantee any full guaranteed contracts, period. Not like you get in the NBA, not like you get in Major League Baseball. You will not see it in the NFL because guys get hurt.
I just feel like if he was a white player who won the MVP, he would have already got his money. Joe Burrow's got a couple years left on his contract. They already about to give him his bread. Like, let's not downplay the obvious. These 32 white men that own the NFL and its teams are saying, we not giving this black dude all that money. And Cleveland, you just gave all that black dude that money, and he let down the whole franchise.
But he's a black quarterback that got all that money. So, what you just said is kind of irrelevant. And also, Jalen Hurts is about to get his money.
But nobody's going to get guaranteed money except Deshaun Watson. Nobody wants no NFL team. They're mad at Cleveland for what Cleveland did with Deshaun Watson.
But they did
Cleveland and Baltimore
They did it, but nobody else wants to do that.
They don't want to do it, but they're going to have to do it.
They haven't yet.
But they're going to.
Didn't other guys have signed after?
He knocked the door down.
But hold on.
As soon as that door knocked down.
Other guys signed after Deshaun Watson.
Yes,
we had Kyler Murray. Did he get guaranteed money? No.
What's his name? He didn't get 100% guaranteed.
No, but he
got some guaranteed.
We're talking about fully
money, though.
guaranteed.
Right.
Kyler got like 88 or something.
Yeah, but he didn't get fully guaranteed. That's what they're looking for. And
Lamar don't need to get fully guaranteed. He just need to get a lot guaranteed.
No, but that's what he's asking for. If he sees Deshaun Watson getting what he's getting with the Cleveland Browns, he wants a full.
Ain't played in 3 seasons.
Yeah, I think
dog.
Deshaun has seen his best years behind that mental side of this game. Say what you want to say. You can have all the physical talent. It's the mental side, and they are not going to let him be comfortable.
Who's the best quarterback in the NFL right now?
Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Is his contract fully guaranteed?
His next one will be.
I bet you it won't. I bet you will not.
He'll be able to get anything he wants.
Aaron Rodgers won 2 back-to-back MVPs, right?
Yeah.
And the Green Bay Packers just signed him just a year ago. After Deshaun got his money, they had a chance to get him.
With Aaron Rodgers, dog, like something. But let's not let. Okay, I hear what you're saying, Dave.
Nobody's going to do that.
Like,
and if you're a general manager, if
right.
all 3 of us are general managers right now, and we had a chance to sign Lamar Jackson, is anybody at this table giving him a fully guaranteed contract, let's say for $60 million? Knowing that he got hurt last season and how long he's going to be out.
He's a brittle fella. In my general manager mind, I'm going now.
Okay, then.
Well, let's
yeah, but what I also say is, but did he change the franchise? Is everybody in those stands wearing his number? Are we special now and in a place to do ... because of Lamar Jackson? Absolutely.
If I need a
we
quarterback,
owe this dude. Did I look him in his eye and say I got you? And look this mama in his eye and say I got them? I'm gonna give this dude his money.
If I need a quarterback, I'm looking out who are the available quarterbacks out there. So you just asked the question, if I'm a general manager of the team, would I sign and give him this guaranteed money? What are my other options? Super Dave?
I'm drafting a quarterback. Or I go get somebody that's on the...
Who else is out there?
Yeah,
right.
We ain't talking about the draft. We ain't talking about the draft. Who else is out there right now in free agency?
If we're before this conversation, because now most of these guys have been taken up.
Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers is one who's not been taken up yet, and he's looking maybe to go to the Jets. We'll get into that later on. But then the other one is we had Derek Carr.
He's with the Saints.
But I'm saying he was available.
Okay, so Derek Carr
last week.
Garoppolo
was just available last week. Now he's with the Raiders.
Okay, so out of let's just start.
Which I'm not a big fan of, by the way.
Hey, you better be happy.
You better be happy. Your blessings, man. I can't believe
Garoppolo
this.
got
be picky.
Come on, dog. He may be the one that gets you to the promised land.
That sorry ass team you got, and you gonna be picky.
Yeah.
So let me answer the question. Between those we would call premier quarterbacks in the league, Garoppolo, Rodgers, Jackson, and Carr. If all 4 of those are out there and I'm general manager and say I need a quarterback right now to win, of course, I'm probably going to go with Aaron Rodgers first. Then Lamar Jackson second.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm in the same order.
But we go back to the point of what we just said. Are we giving him a full guaranteed contract?
Absolutely.
Oh, my God. Rock.
Absolutely. But look,
change the NFL, and they don't want to be changed.
He's a general manager. You're not the general manager of his franchise.
I can do what I want to do, bro. You asked me the question.
Okay. I'm
a great boss.
Act like this.
I believe in taking care of my people. I want my team and my staff to feel. I don't want them to feel below me. I want them to be right here beside me or higher than me.
Watch how the franchise is.
Absolutely.
That's the best way of saying this, because if you give him $260 million, right?
Yeah.
And the salary cap, they have a salary cap in the NFL.
Okay.
And what have we seen when teams, what they do before they have to pay their quarterback is they try to load up their team.
They got to get rid of everybody. They got to get rid of
Exactly. So then you don't have a shot. You find out where you are, like Seattle did after paying Russell Wilson during that time he was in Seattle. They started losing players on the defense, players on the offensive side, and it wasn't the same team. Cowboys going through the same thing with Dak.
Well, you can't look.
What? Right now, the Eagles are not the same team they were.
They're getting plucked. They're getting plucked.
They done lost.
They're losing players in free agency because of they got to pay who?
I got the Giants over them in the division next season.
They got to pay who?
They ain't got nobody.
They got to pay Jalen Hurts.
Listen, it really depends on the coach, the franchise, and the system. Because look what New England did. You took care. You had your quarterback. You took care of Tom Brady. Pretty much gave him whatever he wants. With a couple,
took less money.
With a couple pieces, but they still lost players every single year. They lose players. And everybody kept saying, "Oh, that's gonna be it. That's the end of the run." Boom, they back in the playoffs, winning another Super Bowl. Then they lose key players. So it's all about the system. It's all about
just about the system. Rock. Come on, don't do this, man.
The Baltimore Ravens. Say what you want to say. Have they been consistent over the last 10 years? Even before Lamar Jackson came.
Absolutely.
They've been a
always a threat. Yes,
They've been
if you
a
ask me that,
staple.
Who's the
They've
coach?
been a staple in it.
Harbaugh.
Yeah, Harbaugh is the coach.
Yeah.
The owner's the same. Everything. So it's the system. It's the franchise. You got some franchises that just win. They just figure it out. And some go up and down. But some just stay the course.
But you still got to have players. Why did Philadelphia get to the Super Bowl this year? Because they went all in this season because they don't have to pay a quarterback. They're not paying Jalen Hurts. They wasn't paying him a lot of money. You can go all in, go get certain players to build your team up. That's why you're losing those players now, because now you got to pay Jalen Hurts. I don't understand about the full guarantee. Nobody's going to do that in the NFL. Well, somebody did, which is Cleveland, and the other owners are mad at them. I don't think it's a race issue. I think it could be some collusion, because if I'm a team, I can sit up there and say,
that's your word.
Yeah,
Jack.
you see how he squeezed that back in there, right? he learned that yesterday.
can't be serious. If I'm a team, I'm calling the other owners and said, hey, give them an offer, but don't do full guarantee, because that is not something we're not going to start in the NFL, especially with quarterbacks, because they
And
take
I'm
up
with you on that.
they
and
take
I
up
would
a
also
big part of your
you
salary.
Right. You're right.
Okay, thank you.
So let's
all I
Right
ask.
on that.
All right.
But we could go back and forth and pretend like we don't. Basically, Lamar's a Baltimore Raven this season, and if he don't want to be, then he can sit out and be Deshaun Watson. I mean, I don't know if Lamar Jackson doesn't play this season, it's gonna be over for his career. So I'll just say that, and we can move on.
Well, I ain't going that
like
far with it. I ain't going there.
If he don't play, if he don't play this season, that's not a good look.
It's not a good look, but his career's not over. Don't go that far, dog.
He'll get a chance to play for a team the following year if he wants to sit out. I mean, he could do like what Deshaun got
He
suspended.
will always have an
You
opportunity.
just said, Rock. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go that far.
Not over. Yeah, not over like Ray Rice.
The only way his career is over if he goes to the Raiders. His career would be over. I give you that. If you want to say that, his career would be over.
Well, speaking of the Raiders, man, you guys got Garoppolo there, Griff. All right, you should be happy, huh?
Ain't trying to be picky.
You know what? Jimmy G has been consistent. If I don't know why they got a quarterback from South Dakota State and Trey Lance over Jimmy G, and then sat him. He came back. He did what he was supposed to do. Trey Lance got hurt. Jimmy G came back in. He got hurt. Then they brought in the boy that brought him all the way to the Super Bowl. I'm not a fan of Jimmy G. I just thought that we would get somebody from the beginning. You know, Derek Carr we had before Derek Carr. Derek Carr is the only player since Jim Plunkett that we had straight from college who stayed with the team. Everybody else that was fresh that people remember, Rich Gannon. I mean, to me, Rich Gannon was a chief.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bottom line. Rich Gannon was a chief. Jimmy G's young enough. He's 31 to come in there, and he's not a horrible quarterback. And like Dave said, I can't be picky. I just thought with number 7, that's our pick in the draft, that we would try to go for one of these elite quarterbacks, and who knows how many going to be around at number 7.
And just think, he's going back where he's going back to where he all started. I'm talking about Jimmy G, because he played under Josh McDaniels for 3 years in New England.
I like that.
So that plays a part in it.
I like that part.
You only had 2 choices: either get not Brett Favre, but Aaron Rodgers or Jimmy Garoppolo.
I think it's a good.
I'm not mad at Jimmy G.
Okay, and he wins.
Yeah.
No matter how we dog him out, he finds.
First of all, I don't have to love nobody who come to my team. Remember that.
You just got to stay healthy, dog.
Well, they're going to get lost in the black hole anyway. I feel sorry for Jimmy G.
I'm rooting for the Raiders, dog. I'm rooting for the Raiders. Speaking of the Raiders, the former quarterback Derek Carr is now a New Orleans Saints. But here's what makes that deal even special is the backup.
Show off, dog.
Yeah, the backup.
First of all, that division is now the Saints.
Right, but exactly.
The Falcons absolutely suck. Football Jesus is out of Tampa Bay, and Carolina ain't got a quarterback. The NFC South goes through New Orleans, and I'm happy for Derek Carr because he'll be a good fit there. He's a smart quarterback. He's a good quarterback, and he'll get what they need him to do over there.
And you know who I'm happy for even more?
I miss him so much. Okay.
I'm more happy for the backup, Jameis Winston, because he just re-signed with the Saints. I ain't
knows
mad
his
at him.
role.
He knows his role. He's
He
like,
knows his
man,
role.
You
Got
can't be mad at
clipboard.
Jameis,
Clipboard.
dog.
he gonna be the highest
Right.
backup in the league, highest paid backup in the league.
It's money being thrown out there. You brought up Carolina too, and you saw what they did last week when they moved up and traded with Chicago, and now they have the number 1 pick,
Right.
and now they have the choice with C.J. Stroud or my guy Bryce Young.
Who you picking?
I'm picking Bryce Young all day.
Yeah, I like Bryce. They kind of similar.
Yeah,
They kind of similar. You get one, you get the other, but I think Bryce Young mentally is gonna make that jump a little bit quicker than Stroud.
and really Chicago did themselves a favor because now you get a number 1 receiver to help out that quarterback. You got DJ Moore coming from Carolina, who could be a 1. It can add some explosiveness to that offense. So they got picks. They got picks to improve that team. Chicago is hurting in every single area, offense and defensive line. So I mean, it's up for grabs right now. I mean, the only one we're really talking about that we're waiting on is the one with the Jets.
Aaron Rodgers.
With Aaron Rodgers. That's the big one.
Griff, is he gonna be a Jet next year?
Oh, he gonna be one. But if he ain't, he making them go through it.
I just don't see him coming back to Green Bay because the last
don't
3
either.
seasons he was almost out of Green Bay. I just don't think he's gonna go through another season as a Packer.
It's a perfect fit if he goes to New York.
The Jets
It really
are a
is.
good team. They
It really-
they jumped out the box like
they're
on
young.
fire.
And you talking about what had they in the season? They were
They lost. I think they lost 5 of their last 6 or something like that.
yeah. You put him. He
But
gives
they
you.
was dope in the beginning.
Yes.
They was the truth. They was like, oh, look at the new I think they was 4-0.
But you give them
Then
with
they fell all
Rodgers,
the way
he
up.
gives you 4 to 5 more wins.
Not only that, he in the Big Apple. He go from
Yeah.
little bitty Green Bay, little bitty town Green Bay to New York. Come
Yes.
on, dog. Who
It's
else?
big.
Who was the last quarterback in New York that has that same kind of personality as Aaron Rodgers? That little Hollywood type. I'm the man, confident.
Namath.
Joe Namath. Come on, dog. He reminds me of it's gonna happen all over
Broadway
again.
Joe.
Well, the Jets
But
are hoping.
also-
the Jets are
also
hoping that too.
remember- Also, what you got to know is New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, Oakland. Well, I don't know what Vegas is. All them visiting jerseys at the game now. Dallas. These are all places where they need to. These are football cities. You know what I'm saying? The Jets ain't been a football place since Darrell Revis was there, and then really before that, Joe Namath. It's always been the Giants.
Well,
over the
Keyshawn
Jets.
Johnson,
That's
they were a pretty good team, but they had Bill Parcells at that time.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
that quick-
now that's 3 times we
Yeah.
done named in the last 40 years. They're not a sweet organization.
He changes
in
them. If he
football.
goes there, he changes them. They'll make him room.
Changes them for a season, but as soon as he does bad and he start being jerky Aaron Rodgers in the media, they gonna turn against him. He done got so much love and spoiledness from Green Bay and Cal that he don't know what when they don't like you.
But
what
if
it
he
feel
he
like.
wins, he'll be a superstar
I
there.
mean, all he got what's division is that? The Bills, Miami, and
That's a tough
and-
division. You talking
Yeah,
about?
he's
yes.
not just gonna go over there and win.
It's
Why
gonna
not?
be interesting.
Why not? Shoot. I mean, why?
It's up because
We about to-
do we know about Tua? We don't know about
Well,
Tua
first
yet.
of all, we don't know about Tua, but Buffalo let down the world. So right now,
And
it's
Buffalo's starting to
between-
lose players, and then
I know.
but Miami did pick up Jalen Ramsey
Oh yeah.
from the Rams.
The Rams.
Oh, they
Yeah,
did.
Yes,
they
sir.
picked him up to ensure that improve that defense. The defense was part of the reason
Defense
they
wasn't
lost.
horrible.
It wasn't horrible. There was a part of
Yeah.
the reason they played better 2 years ago. Under who? Under the black coach that was there. And that same defense wasn't there last season. Tua's putting up numbers, but can you keep Tua healthy?
Nope. I'm just gonna say
Tua
Tua
don't
is
even
not.
know where he at. Tua about to start the season and say, "Who me?
What? What? I'm playing football. So there it is, man. Little quarterback
Tell
talk right
Coach
there.
Saban. Tell Coach Saban he could put me in again."
I still think he in Alabama. That's a quick round of quarterback talk, man. Next, we're going to go and discuss the Will Smith, Chris Rock almost anniversary of the slap. And we're going to discuss the Oscars and what jokers are wearing. Like, Some of these outfits, man, just got me baffled, man. So we're going to get into that right after this. All right, so the Oscars went down Sunday night, 1 year after Will Smith slapped the crap out of Chris Rock. Speaking of that, did y'all see Chris Rock's Netflix special?
Yeah, I finally saw it.
Dude,
Yes.
I saw it on the plane. I was rolling. Man,
he's a comedian.
he's Chris Rock. I mean, say what you want to say about his dark humor, but him and Dave Chappelle, man, that's what they do. That's their niche.
And what's his brother name? The one's a comedian. You know him, Rock.
Tony Rock.
Tony Rock.
Yeah.
He said a comedian always get the last
Laugh.
Okay, then.
Absolutely, man.
Especially when you putting the dirt out there on the red table talk. It's easy.
Right.
It's easy access.
Absolutely.
You're not hunting down anything.
Absolutely,
Well,
man.
No, we don't. Somebody just asked me the other day, what won't you talk about? Nothing.
Nothing?
It's nothing that
And
I
you
won't
shouldn't.
talk
You're a
about.
comedian.
I'll talk about a dead person. I'll talk about a cancer-stricken person. We don't have
He
a
went
line.
dark.
Y'all got a line.
He went dark now.
No,
I mean-
because it be dark.
I
It
know.
be
I
dark
know. I know what
sometimes.
you guys are. You guys are
So-
crazy.
So, while everybody's I can't believe she has alopecia. What about nappy hair? Somebody with nappy hair, somebody with a horrible weave could get talked about just like somebody
Hey.
with a horrible wig, or somebody with no edges, or somebody who's still wearing old hairstyles. Like, alopecia just was a little bit of it. It was something else. They clearly had prior problems that nobody ain't addressing out loud, because what also a comedian does is we never forget. So it always, if me and Dave wasn't cool, every time I saw him, I would be sure to try to hurt his feelings real quick.
That's what you do
and then
anyway.
keep it moving.
So I guess we don't like each other.
We cool.
I'm gonna tell you something. If y'all ain't never had
I ain't
nappy
got no
hair,
fuck.
that hurt. Nappy hair hurt, boy. When you trying to pick that out, man.
No. Black people like to say, we tender head. Nah, you just nappy headed.
That joker naps don't play.
Okay, but Will
Snaps
said
don't
he's in.
play, dog.
It was 1 year ago.
Right.
But Chris Rock had the Netflix special
Right.
just a couple of weeks ago. But Will came out and said he was embarrassed. He said he didn't watch it.
Right.
He said he had people come back and tell him about it. You know he watched it.
Of course he
You
watched
know
it.
they did.
He was
man.
right there watching it live.
But how the hell you gonna sit up here and say you were embarrassed by what Chris Rock said when you started this whole entire thing with a slap on national TV on the Oscars?
I think.
How dumb is that?
Calm down, dog. I'm trying to help answer your question, man. You about to explode again.
Because I'm pissed off right now. I mean, come on, man. I hate when people do that.
I think he meant he's embarrassed for this whole thing even happening from the get-go. I think that's what he mean when
No,
he
he
said
said he was hurt by Chris Rock's words about what he said about Jada. Because he called Jada a B. You heard that?
Yeah.
Okay. He
He
just
called
said
him.
about,
He called him a B too.
he called him a B too.
in a roundabout way.
Okay,
No,
then.
he said everybody else, like, I hate the homies called him a B.
Right.
The Ricky Smiley show
But he-
called him a B.
but it was-
he was just going on and on with the B, right?
But that was his way of calling him a B. Because if you was watching his body language when he was saying it, he kept coming. I was rooting for Will Smith. That was my brother. I want him to win. And every so-and-so called him a B, and so-and-so was calling him a B. And I was continuing to root for him, and I was just rooting for him. And so-and-so called him a B. And then so-and-so called him a B. And every time he said the B word, he was putting more emphasis on it. That was a joke.
Well, let's say he's acting like a B now. He really is. I'm talking about Will Smith. Because you started this whole
I
entire
heard his
thing.
comment. He won't let it go.
He won't.
Will.
That's the part that really
Will.
pisses me off.
Now, he
You
should
can't.
just shut up, don't say nothing.
You could never tell anyone that you put someone through
Yeah.
to tell them when to let something go.
Yeah, you can't.
They
You,
have a process they got to go through. Just like your process, you came on the stage and slapped the hell out of Chris Rock.
yeah, Will Smith just got to chill.
You had a choice.
He just don't. I mean, word is he tried to reach out to Chris Rock to apologize even before he made his public apology, and then Chris Rock allegedly didn't want to talk to him. Like, I ain't got time. I don't want to talk to you, dog. I don't want to be bothered with it. So that's when he did his public apology. So Will probably feels like since he did his public apology after being denied from a personal apology, he felt like, hey, ain't nothing else I can do. And there is nothing else you can do but just chill and hush.
That's all you can do is be quiet.
Yeah,
you
did
got to
nothing-
take this.
Yeah.
The same way Chris Rock had to take it for a whole year because people talked about him.
Right.
About the slap he took. So you got to take it now. Me calling your wife, me calling you certain names, He's a comedian. I don't care if he was a comedian. He ain't gonna be. If you slap me, I can do whatever I want to do back to you.
Right.
Because I'm gonna be aggressive like you're aggressive toward me.
Well, okay, let's stay right there with being aggressive at the Oscars, because some of these outfits were pretty aggressive, dog.
Did y'all watch?
I didn't see. Man, I was watching.
We don't watch.
I was
Just say tell the truth. We don't watch.
I was watching basketball games.
Okay.
I've never not missed the Oscars since I could remember. I was 3.5 hours and 3 hours and 38 minutes. I watched The Whale right before the Oscars because I knew Brendan Fraser would win, and I was calling the winners through the whole night with my wife, and she was like, "You really know the movie with Colin Farrell, in Sharon, the something of in Sharon." It was a dark comedy, but it really was about a dude in the beginning of the movie said, "I don't want to be your friend no more." And he said, "If you talk to me again, I'm going to cut my fingers off."
Okay.
And he started cutting fingers off.
Okay,
So
before we get to, because as you said, you watch the Oscars all the time. Okay, and everybody's going crazy. Before we get to the outfits, everybody's going crazy over Angela Bassett. She didn't win for Best Actress, right?
Yeah, no, supporting.
Okay, supporting actor.
Jamie Lee Curtis won. I mean, if you haven't seen Everywhere from Wherever, from Everywhere, whenever, I don't know what it's called.
I saw
Everything about nothing to do with everything for nothing.
Yeah, but I saw Wakanda Forever.
I saw it a couple times.
I saw Wakanda Forever, and I love Angela Bassett.
Everybody, we all do.
She shouldn't have been nominated for that. That was a horrible movie.
I mean,
was
horrible is
horrible.
Strong, but
It was right there with the Batman.
It wasn't Oscar award worthy.
Did she deserve? Did she deserve the award? Yes or no?
Out of the, I actually thought it was gonna be the girl from Everything to Do with Everything Everywhere All at Once or something. I thought it was gonna be somebody. I didn't think she would win at all from all the other people in her category. No, I didn't.
Thank you.
Well, I don't have an opinion because I still hadn't seen the movie.
Yeah. Well, don't waste your time.
Come on, but I can't believe that it was horrible, bro.
It was horrible.
Come on, man.
It was
It wasn't
horrible.
horrible. It just wasn't. I mean, you think of a Marvel movie, you don't say, "Ooh, that was an Oscar."
Okay, did you ever see the Batman?
The Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
The Hulk needs an Oscar.
The Batman was horrible. It's right there with the
Joker
Batman.
Well, I got to check it out so I can put my own opinion on this bad
Okay,
boy.
let's go with the outfits now. Let's see what else was horrible. Well, I don't know if this was horrible, but
Well, that girl Tim's with the white outfit sitting in the crowd.
oh, that would have pissed
messing
me
up
off.
Everybody
Yeah,
behind
that
her.
would have made me mad.
Oh, man.
She does the song "Free Mind."
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
The song is dope.
The song is dope,
Song
but
is
she shouldn't have had that
amazing.
on, man. That you
Yeah.
make people mad. But what we're talking about, what everybody's talking about right now is, did you see the outfit that Ciara had on?
That wasn't no outfit. That was a net.
No, that wasn't an outfit. She was going to bed.
Yeah, that was a
At the
straight
Vanity
net.
Fair after party.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. As a man who is married, who has been married, who has daughters and a sister, what you're not going to do is wear that outfit and have my last name and go out the house.
Why? Because you
It'll
wanted to
be
wear
an
it first.
argument. It'll be a... That's
That
cute.
is kind of your style, Griff.
What, with the sheer?
Yeah.
Sheer with the nipples showing? Really?
No, I'm with you, man. Wifey would not have walked out the house with that outfit on.
She'd have got a sarcastic, "Where you going?" Where you going with that on?
So this, I don't know. Are they really married?
Yeah.
Because, well, who wears the pants in that family? Because I don't think it's Russell.
Well, we know Ciara don't wear pants because that's straight net. that was
It was
pajamas.
nice. We're gonna sit there and argue. I mean, it's not my wife, and I wouldn't want my wife to do that.
Look,
but
I'm all for women expressing their sexuality.
that's
And
too
then
being
much.
she's
sexy.
She's showing all the
superstar,
goodies, man.
Showing,
Yeah,
and it's Hollywood. I get all of
Yeah,
that. I get all that. This is the time where you.
But we gonna have a line.
Yeah,
that
you-
we gonna because we have children.
Yeah,
and then I
man.
have endorsements, and then we have eyes on us, and then we own half of a hockey team. They're just like, come on now, get it together.
And my teammates already think I'm a wimp, and they see you wear this outfit. What are they thinking now?
Yeah.
I have no kind of control, no kind of scene control in my house.
But I will say this, man. Ciara, one thing about her is she has become a very smart businesswoman. And she's learned how to capitalize off her brand. Not
Yeah,
only
of
as an
course.
artist, because a lot of people forget she's a singer. She came on the scene as a singer, but she's doing so much.
Automatic, systematic, hypnotic, funky, fresh.
Yeah, man.
That's fine, but I don't want my wife to dress up like a hoe.
Right. We all agree that we wouldn't approve our wives.
Hoes ain't got them kind of outfits, by the way. Hoes ain't that. You could tell that outfit costs some money, but that ain't the point.
Right. So I'm pretty
Hoes
sure
out
she
there,
got
hoes is just wearing slips.
It's close.
Which goes back to the business side of Ciara. I'm pretty sure she already had this set up. She already told the Oscars, hey, I'm going to wear this. And the after party people, I'm going to wear this. Do you approve?
She wore it at the after party. The whole thing is, we talking about it right now. Whoever made that outfit is going, they doing everything we said they wanted. We wanted them to talk about it, and they going to talk about this with Ciara, girl.
And that's
they
fine.
Talk about this, but if I was Russell, I'd have been
thank you.
They won't talk about it on you.
That's the
They
problem.
gonna talk about it on somebody else.
Message.
He
Lady
has
Gaga.
no control.
First of all, Lady Gaga had on a black T-shirt and some ripped jeans, no makeup on, and she sang that Top Gun song. And it took me 2 minutes to be like, is that Lady Gaga? Why she ain't?
Yeah.
She looking regular. Lady Gaga is just, she a proper artist, dog. All the other times you dress up, and then for the Oscar,
the way Russell
makeup.
The way Russell played this year, and the way we've seen him not have scene control, he should have had the outfit on. He really should have.
All Bronco fans hate you right now.
That's cold-blooded, dog. Why you do
really
Russell like that, man?
He should have.
And he a light-skinned homie, man. Why you got to be on a light-skinned homie?
I know you feeling some kind of way because that's your brother, your light-skinned homie.
You heard the tenderness in your
Hey, man.
his voice, right? Why you got to do Russell like that?
And did you see the outfit?
Just trying, man.
So let's talk about the darker brother, Glover.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover, what he had on, he had his whole back out.
I really want to talk about him, but I can't.
Why?
Because my wife even told me this when we saw this. She said, how can you say anything about that? Because who is your homie? Who is the guy you really like?
Prince. And he had his back out all the time.
Okay.
He had his back and his bottom out.
His back, his front.
And you a fan? Now, we all love Prince. Don't get me wrong.
Okay,
we all love Prince.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
we don't love him more than Gabe do, though.
She sent me pictures.
That was the
and I'm
first
showing
time
Rock
he
T.
was born for it,
She
man.
sent me pictures.
Prince, man, shoot. So you dressed up as Prince. You love him so much.
I didn't have my back out.
How do we know this?
I didn't. I had on the outfit he had on the Purple Rain. The whole.
I've seen.
You probably got his whole. You probably had all of his outfits.
No, I didn't. I had one outfit.
I don't know if I believe
the
that.
Purple
dog.
Rain outfit. Yes, he did. The one he did in Purple Rain. Yes, that's the only one.
You ain't got the one he did.
Fully clothed. No,
You ain't
not
got the
Dawn
one
and Nikki.
from the Kiss video.
No, from Kiss
With the
video.
ha-
No,
with the
I
half
did
shirt?
like that one. I did like it.
The half shirt and the black tights.
I hate you.
Hey, Griff.
But this is why I can't talk about it, because my wife called me out on this. She did. She said, how can you say anything about Donald Glover when we know who he's dressing like, and he's dressing like Prince?
Speaking of your wife calling you out, can she call us? Just so we could talk
I
to
knew
her?
that would start something. I knew it. I knew it.
It sounds like she's really interested in the show. I would love to interview her. What about you, Rock?
You talking about
My wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ebony, I think her name is.
Ebony, that is her name.
Do we even know if that's her real name,
That
bro?
is her real name.
I don't. I was saying that's the name I remember he threw out there one day.
Look at
All right,
the text.
man,
Look at
so-
what does it say?
What?
Ebony.
You can put any name in your
God,
doggone
okay,
phone
man,
as a
all right, man,
contact.
I'm done.
You probably text yourself that stuff just so you can tell people.
When I wasn't married, I would name girls all kind of stuff in my phone. Harold, Charlie.
Hey man, all right. Before
Sam and Neil.
we get up out of here, man, let's discuss JJ Reddick and Kendrick Perkins, two former NBA players that got heated on First Take on ESPN, and
Here's the cut.
Stephen A., I mean no offense to you, and I mean no offense to First Take, because I think this show is extremely valuable. It is an honor to be on this desk every day. It really is. But what we've just witnessed is the problem with this show, where we create narratives that do not exist in reality. The implication, what you are implying, that the white voters that vote on NBA are racist, that they favor white people. You just said that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. That is exactly what you implied, Kendrick Perkins. That is exactly what you implied. Secondly, hold on.
I did not call. I stated the facts. And you're not about to sit up.
We all know what you implied the other day. We all know what you implied just now. Hold on.
I stated it's the facts. It's the facts.
All right, so
It's the facts, Rock. It's the facts.
let's start with the facts. And I don't have this right in front of me, but let me see if my sports genius memory can recall here. All right, the last MVP that was white was
Jokic.
the Joker, back to back.
back-to-back,
Okay,
yes.
now before that, it was Dirk
Steve
Nowitzki.
Nash.
Dirk and
No,
Steve
Dirk.
Nash.
Nowitzki.
It was
Yeah,
Dirk,
Dirk
then
Nowitzki.
Steve Nash, and then Larry Bird before then.
And Larry Bird won it at one point 3 consecutive times.
Okay, so there was a lot of distance in between those. So what Kendrick is saying is when there is a white player that is on that MVP type level, the voters like, oh, this is our great white hope. This is our opportunity for us to get one of us and vote it as the
what we
MVP
supposed to say?
because the brothers pretty much own this category in the history of the NBA. If you look at all the MVPs in the history, 90% are black players. So JJ was like, say, bro, how can you even gonna say that? Like, that's not true. Like, don't blame it on race. Just blame it on the talent of the player. It's pretty much what he's saying.
I agree with JJ.
Now, this guy is, white. He's the MVP. He's the best player in the league. This happens to be white. Is what JJ is saying.
Years.
Back to back. And the Joker's cold.
And he's averaging a triple-double for the season.
Yeah, he cold.
And when Russell...
Yeah, but if you ask anybody black, who you think the MVP is? Nobody outside of Denver gonna say Jokic or the
Because
Joker.
Denver's not a flashy team, and he's not a flashy player. We call him the Joker.
He's not a flashy player at all. He's
but
just
he
getting
puts
numbers.
up, but he puts up numbers, and his team is in first place
Wait
in
a
the
minute,
West.
didn't the white boy who went to Cleveland for all that money from Minnesota, did he ever win MVP?
No.
We just talked about him.
No, he didn't.
You about love?
No, he didn't. No.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
he never won.
No. Joker is on another level. Joker is another level.
Okay.
Now, only thing I will say this. I think what JJ said about the narrative, they always throwing that out there. I think ESPN does that too much, just making up stories.
Well,
I think that's
you
what
got
Perkins did.
Black Stephen A. Smith. You got black Kendrick Perkins. You got black Keyshawn. You got black. First of all, ESPN know what they're doing. They know their demographics. They know their numbers. It's a show. The network was created by statisticians. Like, it's a stats-based show. They know how many women. They know how dudes look at women at this time of the day, how many women they know. So, ESPN, let's not play the role.
That's fine.
Let's not play the role. But JJ Reddick getting on TV sounding like a victim, because that's all I heard. Why won't your people pick like, JJ, don't be like that, dog. And then JJ actually sucked in the NBA. How about that?
Well, I mean, why you call?
He didn't suck,
he
dog.
didn't suck. I'm picking up for the guy and saying I'm calling Kendrick Perkins. I think he just threw it out there, man. There's no. Where are the facts behind it? He keeps saying, but he keeps saying, what did he keep saying to JJ? Well, the facts, brother, the facts. Show me the facts too, because right now, if I'm voting, the Joker wins.
Right now?
But right behind.
No, not right now.
No, hold on. That was a week ago.
Yeah, not right now.
Hold on. That was a week ago because the story came out last week. Now it's Joel Embiid because Joel Embiid is putting up some numbers right now with the 76ers.
It was Joel Embiid last week, too. Joel Embiid should have already had an MVP.
It was Joel
I
Embiid for the
disagree
last
with you.
13
I think
days.
it was close.
Nah, Joel Embiid should already have an MVP. He get
He should have probably had one a year ago.
and
He should get one, and he should leave the Sixers, dog, because he's not gonna win anything over there with them dudes.
And believe me, I can throw the race and stuff like Perkins did, but I think this one right here is not a race because if we want to go by that, Michael Jordan could have won it every single year, and it was brothers winning it still. Karl Malone, David Robinson, all those guys were winning, and just like LeBron doing in his prime, he could win it every season. So it wasn't just white players
to sound
taking
like
it.
my racist counterpart. Well, Michael Jordan's a different black.
Well, I'm going to say this, man. There's another great white hope that's gonna probably win a couple MVPs if he stays healthy. And that's Luka out there with the Dallas Mavs. So
And I'm all for Luka.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Luka ain't out here
He
padding
cold.
stats.
Shoot.
But then we solve the problem. Is it a race issue?
I don't think so. I think they
But we
I
all
think
agree
race
right
is
now it's
strong.
Joel Embiid.
But
if we're
what
voting.
I don't ever like to hear is white people talking about race.
Right.
I don't. And it's just me. And J.J. Reddick wasn't horrible. He was one of the best Duke players to ever play. He led Orlando for a bunch of years. But I'm just against white people playing victim, especially white men. How about that?
Well, my top 5 right now in MVP is Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic, Dame Lillard. Let's not forget about Dame. He's going off once again.
Fan, dog.
Giannis
I'm a Dame
Antetokounmpo.
Fan, dog.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. And, man, another player that you got to kind of put into the conversation is probably Jason Tatum.
I would agree with you on a Jason Tatum.
I like 40 or 5.
Exactly. But you got to put the Joker in there. He's averaging a triple-double.
And the
Yeah,
Joker.
you
Okay,
can't- you
he's
gotta
6.
Put the dude in there.
Oh, my God, okay.
And I like that boy from Phoenix. The little light skinned.
Oh, Devin Booker.
Devin
Booker.
He's 6 years old. His face don't never change, dog. He was angry and his face still didn't change. He looked like a filter.
But right now, we can all agree that if we were voting today, our number one guy would be Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid, yeah, but Devin Booker do look like a filter.
He does look like a filter, yes.
He was mad and his face didn't change. He was leaving and his face didn't change. He scored 3s and his face didn't change, dog.
Oh, where's your eyebrows? Where's your eye wrinkles on your forehead? Nothing, man.
Yeah, you're not alive, dog.
All right, man. So,
And the last one, speaking of MVP white man, tell us what Tiger Woods did.
That was a good one, dog. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend claims that he kicked her out of the house. He claims that they had an oral agreement. Don't let your mind go to the gutter. A verbal agreement, pretty much, that would have her give her another 5 years of living in the house. Tiger's ex is suing for $30 million. He denies he had any kind of verbal agreement with his ex-girlfriend to live in the house. Matter of fact, he says she is just a jilted ex. And that's the word of the day. That's my word, jilted.
Like collusion. She's in collusion with everybody.
She's been abandoned, and she feels abandoned or whatever. So Tiger says, listen, it ain't no sexual assault. I didn't kick her out the house. I didn't promise her. We just broke up, and it's my house, and I told her she got to go. That's pretty much what's going on right here.
Nothing is on paper, right?
No, nothing.
He should win this thing, but I'm going to get on Tiger for this. Tiger, you're making all this money out there. Can you pick some better white girls than what you picking, man?
Yeah, that was. He
I
did
mean,
go.
come on,
Let me
man.
tell you
He did
something,
go
dog.
downward.
But you know
From
what?
his wife.
Remember when he was out there before he got in that first naked crash?
Yeah, they were all nasty
All
looking.
his females was funny looking and,
Yes.
and ran
What the hell does he
dog.
want? I know everybody has a
Tiger
type.
just don't have a type. He
Yeah.
don't have a type.
Yeah, but if
Tiger
you-
like females.
Yeah, Tiger Woods, man, you can.
Damn,
yeah,
man.
You did kind of go.
Actually, that's not true. The ski,
Was she working at the
ski
Waffle
chick
House?
was
The ski-
fine.
the ski girl was
ski
all right.
chick was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was okay,
Miller.
but not. I think his wife was the best.
Oh, his real wife.
His
One of
real
them-
wife
yeah,
was
yeah.
the best. I think he's gone down each and every single time he's found a woman.
Dog.
I mean,
If-
I think he's
if I was
happier to
Tiger
go with the
Woods, dog,
sluts that
I
he's
would
been
give
with. So
me
just stick with them.
A
Why they gotta be sluts, dog?
dark-skinned girl from Liberia, dog, and I would say leave me alone. For reals.
Right.
Leave me alone.
Damn, Tiger.
First of all, I'm gonna make this comment, and for him, if she said he made her sign a non-disclosure agreement,
Right.
good.
Yeah.
'Cause guess why? You last females done got my money, got me in trouble. So yeah, what we gonna do in the New Woods house is nobody say nothing about me. Keep my name out your mouth before I smack you with an NDA. And I ain't mad at Tiger for that. He should have did that 2 decades ago.
Well, see, here's the deal. The ex-girlfriend is trying to get the court to dismiss the non-disclosure
They're not gonna
agreement.
do that.
To make it sound like kidnapping and harm and all that.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah, come on, man.
but leave that man alone. The Masters is coming up.
She was what? Again, was it Rock? She was jilted.
She was jilted. She
Yes.
felt abandoned or
Yes.
rejected.
No collusion here. No collusion.
There it is, man. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, and Griff, for the record, everybody don't know, Griff was actually not feeling too well, man. He's a little bit under the weather, but he manned up and did the episode
I
with
thought
us
it was
this
his
week.
best show. He'd be sick more often.
He's already sounds groggly, but today he sounds extra groggly.
Sound like the Cookie Monster. Oh, he ain't laughing at that.
No
okay, now
comment.
he's sensitive. Now he gonna talk.
So go take.
If I laugh too hard, I'll cough.
Make sure you go take your little Flintstone vitamins, man. And don't forget, tomorrow, which is Wednesday, 9 a.m. Central Time, we getting ready for NCAA March Madness. So we're going to be talking to our brother Manny from Dead End Sports Podcast. And we're going to reveal our brackets from the men's side and the women's side in NCAA. And we're all going to let you know what our Final Four predictions are.
We live streaming. We taking people
Can I
questions
just
too.
tell you
Yep.
Can I just tell you my woman's prediction now?
I think we all going to agree on that one, dog. That's not even a surprise.
I'll give you two initials, DS. That's all I'm going to say.
Dawn Staley, South Carolina. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we agree on that one.
You like them?
GameStop.
You like those?
It's a rooster. Grow up. Y'all, how old are y'all? Give me a man.
Oh, now he's sick. Now he want to be
My man.
sensitive. He's sick.
Yeah, you gotta be
I'm
careful.
sick.
Go take your little Flintstone vitamin. The baby don't feel well. Take the purple one. The purple one make you feel pretty.
That's Pebbles. That's the one you're gonna take. Pebbles.
Griffy don't feel well. Go take a bottle. Take some orange juice. Get some
Hey,
vitamins,
wrap this show up.
and put your pajamas on with the feet in them.
Remember, he didn't get the last laugh. Let's wrap this show up. You know he'll come back tomorrow.
All right, man. Y'all continue to download, subscribe, go tell a friend and tell a friend. Keep the 5-star reviews coming. Thank you for making I Hate the Homies podcast #1. I'm gonna keep claiming it, doggone it. It is what it is. Deuces, man. Rock Teasies, who I be.
It's your boy Griff, the first homie, and I hate the homies.
And it's your boy Super Dave, but we love you.
I
We
think,
love you,
this is the first time that Griff's voice is the lowest.
It is. It's
out of
real
all
low.
of us.
He's almost loud.
I'm glad y'all. The next episode I'll be back.
I told you, comedians get the last. What? Ooh, the Tony Rock said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get it next week.
There it is, man. So go enjoy your lollipop, Griff. We'll see you, dog.
Ray Duggan.
I hate the homies.